I hope that your aspirations to be better and to go further and to live a better life doesn't help you lose sight that you've come so far, that you've done so much, that you've gone to places and accomplished things that you never thought that you would. I hope you don't lose sight of that. But at the same time, not becoming so complacent in all that you've accomplished and that you've done and how far you've come that you aren't willing to be real with yourself and sit down with yourself and say, yeah, I've done good and I'm proud of myself, but I got to stop bullshitting. I got to stop being complacent. I got to stop being comfortable. I got to stop I got to stop settling. I got to stop being okay with making a little progress and then sitting in that little bit of progress that I made so long that I end up starting going backwards again. I made a video very recently, man. Where not, it was a while back, but I just posted it very recently. And talking about how sometimes in life, man, we have nobody else to blame but ourselves when it comes to us not being where we want to be in our life or being where we are in our life. Like we can't blame anybody else for that, but ourselves. And I think I said that the nice way, the corporate way, when I said it the first time. But what I really wanted to say, and when I really just want to get real with you, sometimes you got to sit down with yourself and tell yourself, man, I got to stop bullshitting. Like I got to lock in and I got to stop playing with my life. Because what happens is that we think we have so much time to keep on BSing and keep playing around and keep like lollygagging when it comes to certain things in our life. When I need you to realize, and something I had to realize, you don't got as much time as you think. Wasn't it just the beginning of 2024? Like yesterday? Like wasn't you just graduating high school? Now it's your 10-year reunion. Like that type of stuff starting to hit me, and I'm like, bro, I don't got as much time as I think I do. Like life is long, and it can be a very cherishable thing where you're gonna have a lot of time to figure things out, but you don't got as much time as you think you do. And sometimes you got to sit down with yourself and say, I gotta stop bullshitting. I gotta stop playing. I gotta lock in and I gotta get myself together. I gotta get my life together. And I'm not and not doing it to try to compare yourself to nobody else because you're trying to get your life together because you see how good they living, but you're doing it for you. You doing it because you know you want a better life. And you know that the decisions that you've made and the things that you have or have not done up to this point is the reason that you're not where you want to be. But at the same time, I hate that we sometimes get so caught up on not being where we want to be that we don't take time to cherish how far we've come. Because don't you remember where you used to be? Don't you remember how fucked up your bread and your pockets and your mindset used to be? Don't you realize how far you've come? And so I hope that your aspirations to be better and to go further and to live a better life doesn't help you lose sight that you've come so far, that you've done so much, that you've gone to places and accomplished things that you never thought that you would. I hope you don't lose sight of that. But at the same time, not becoming so complacent in all that you've accomplished and that you've done and how far you've come that you aren't willing to be real with yourself and sit down with yourself and say, yeah, I've done good and I'm proud of myself, but I got to stop bullshitting. I got to stop being complacent. I got to stop being comfortable. I got to stop settling. I got to stop being okay with making a little progress and then sitting in that little bit of progress that I made so long that I end up starting going backwards again. That's what I do sometimes. Like sometimes I get so complacent with the progress I've made and the success that I've had that I become comfortable with that to the point where I sit in it for so long, I start backtracking and end up right where I started again. Sometimes we got to be real with ourselves and have a real conversation with ourselves and say, man, I got to be better. I got to hold myself more accountable. I can lie to all these other people all I want to, but I can't lie to myself. I can fool all these other people, but I can't fool myself. And a lot of times you ain't fooling them either. They just don't care enough to tell you, or they just ain't gonna call you out on your bullshit. But you know you bullshit. You know you need to get your life together. You know you got some things that you need to work on. You know you got some things that you got to be better at. You know you got some habits you need to break. You know you got to stop thinking that way, man. You've been thinking that way for too long. Sometimes we just gotta stop playing with our life, man, because you think you got all this time. You think that it's never gonna happen to you until it does. And what happens when we play with our life and we play with time and we don't cherish it the way we should, something so catastrophic ends up happening in your life to make you realize how rare time is, to make you realize just how temporary your time on this earth really is. And then you be like, oh shit, let me get myself together. You be like, let me stop playing. And I guess what I'm saying is I hope that you don't have that I need to stop bullshitting with my life moment when it's too late. When you don't have a chance anymore to fix it. We don't have a chance anymore to do anything about it. You know what I mean? That's not something I ever want for you. Because you deserve to live a good life. And you really do. I just hope you get to live it. But sometimes you got to be real with yourself and have a conversation with yourself that nobody else is gonna have with you sometimes. That you know you need to have with yourself, but that we avoid because we don't want to be better. We don't want to change because sometimes we're comfortable being complacent. If you really want more for yourself, you gotta stop bullshitting. You gotta stop playing. You gotta stop wasting it. You gotta stop wasting the gift and wasting the talent and wasting the ideas and procrastinating and making excuses and being angry all the time and being and connecting yourself to toxic people and toxic situations and thinking that that's gonna do something for you because it ain't. It ain't. It ain't gonna do nothing but make your life harder. And you deserve better than that.
Hey, what's up? This is Will Z Tidwell with SpeakUPZee. And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of SpeakUPZee the podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.